Hi, my name is Matthew Moore. I'm an adjunct instructor for Richland Community College. I've done this for 13 years. I've taught many of our various math classes. Many of those classes, however, have been in the developmental area, the 091 and the 098. I think these courses are very key to Richland Community College as they are a door or a gateway to learning for many of our students, whether they're coming to college for the first time or they're returning to college to pick up where they left off or pursuing some of their goals. One of the things that I'm excited to talk to you about today is flipped learning. I've utilized flipped learning in my college classes for a few years, but I'm developing it further as we go. One of the things that I love about flipped learning is that in essence you take what you normally do inside the classroom group space and you move parts of it to the individual space, a lot of times digitally, just like we're doing here. And I can take instruction, I can take directions, I can take demonstrations and move those to the individual space so students come prepared or primed to learn. This is very important for students that are older students, adult learners who like to see things multiple times, or students that struggle so they can pause, rewind, go back, and watch again. The nice thing is when they leave the individual space and come to the group space, now they're ready to learn. They're confident and they have the ability to do whatever we're doing in class. Additionally, the nice thing about flipped learning is we take things out of that group space. So now we have more time in the group space for active learning, inquiry learning, problem-based learning. Those types of things that because we've moved part of the instruction to the individual space, the group space is now available for that type of active learning and interaction. These are the types of innovations that when we think about the Carroll Center for Innovative Learning, we really get excited about because these ideas are out there. One of the things that I did this summer was go to the Illinois Flipped and Blended Learning Conference. I was able to do this using the Schwant-Albert grant that's available both to adjuncts and full-time instructors. At that conference, we learned from Don Wettrick all about innovation and entrepreneurship. He's the author of Pure Genius, What to Do with That Genius Time. He's also the founder of Start Ed Up, and talking about learning as an entrepreneur, learning as an innovator, and taking that idea and bringing that to the classroom. How can students look at learning as a business? How can students look at learning as creation of a product? And then how can we facilitate that so that their creation, their result, is something that is either valuable to them or valuable to somebody else? That's looking at learning as innovation, and that's what the Schwant-Albert grant was able to provide for me this summer. Additionally, we learned a lot about flipped learning, obviously at the Flipped and Blended Learning Conference. These are some of the ideas that I'm really excited about because when I go this semester, Mr. Hines has offered me the opportunity to take 091 and 098 and do them as a stacked class, meaning I have two classes in one classroom at the same time. This flipped learning, being able to take components and put them in the digital space or in the individual space becomes very important because this way I'm working with students over here. These students over here can be learning while I'm with other groups. The additional thing is, even within the classroom using earbuds or headphones, these students can enter that individual space while in the group space. So we open opportunities for interaction, peer tutoring, or if needed, the expert on hand can help them out with what they need most often, which is confidence or just a little nudge or just a little redirection, as so many of those developmental learners are faced with so many insecurities. That's one of the great things that we can provide. Opportunity to access materials 24/7 at their own pace in the privacy of their own home or at work or wherever they're at, and come to class prepared and confident to learn. Also, that we can provide that time within the classroom for active learning and access to experts, whether it be peers or the instructor. I'm excited about this semester. I'm excited to put to work some of the things I've learned and that have been provided for me by the Schwant-Albert grant, but also excited to work with our students here at Richland. These are some of the things I'm glad I was able to share with you about today. If you need to know more about this or have any questions, please feel free to email me at mmoore@richland.edu, or you can check out my blog, matthewtmoore@wordpress.com, or I'm a syndicated blogger for the Flip Learning Network at fliplearning.org. So any of those things will get you in touch with what I'm doing with our students here at Richland. So thank you for the opportunity.